Oh boy, podcast episode 3. I'm with my bud Fabian, like always.
Good afternoon, people. Fabian here.
So, today we've came up with some topics because you could tell we ran out on episode 2 for sure. So this episode 3 is gonna be great because we came up with some topics, some pretty crazy topics. Um, so I don't know if we should just jump right in or just wait, but yeah, we'll just jump right in. So, our topics for this podcast is starts with history. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with the history I chose, what we chose to talk about. Starting off with World War II. So, from this is from my extent, from what I know from school and stuff of World War II. Now, what I remember in school from World War II was like Hitler was attacking and stuff. Things like that. It was like a big problem with like Hitler and it like first off, we wasn't even part of it really until they bombed us. You know, like Japan or something like that. They bombed our Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, and Pearl Harbor back in Hawaii, and then see what happened was they weren't really playing fair, and then we so we bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and then they didn't know how much willpower we actually had, therefore they surrendered, but we actually killed way more people than we bargained for.
Yeah. What's funny is what I've heard from school. You know, it was we dropped two bombs and lied about another bomb, so they surrendered. That is exactly what I heard. My teacher's own words. Um, it's pretty crazy. I've also heard stories about this, like when now we're talking about Pearl Harbor now. Anyways, what happened is what I've heard is when the bombs dropped, like there's stories there, like people has told who's lived about it, to tell it. You know, it's like they've had radiation poisoning, and it's like really like killed them in their life very slowly. But you know, it was like a very bad feeling and stuff. They've had burns
Yeah,
from the
yeah, and
radiation.
it caused highly severe deformities, like birth defects. It was, I think, the pictures, and it is not a pretty sight. It's actually very sad.
You know what's crazy is what I always hear about World War II. You know, World War II is like baby boomers. If you fought in World War II, you're a baby boomer. Uh,
Um, uh, Actually, a baby boomer, it was never defined as that word. It was the person that grew up in. All right. A baby boomer is, from what I heard, is actually a person is the 1930s, I believe.
1930s. Well,
I think that's what it is.
yeah. What I've always heard is like there was baby boomers. You know, most of them. And like I was like, "What's a baby boomer?" And I've always been confused. I never looked it up yet. I'm still confused.
That word too. I was thinking, what does that even mean? I guess we millennials don't know a lot about vocabulary nowadays.
Nah, I don't think any of us do. So yeah, World War II. All I know is it was about like Hitler and Germany, and Hitler was like, "We need to rise to power," and he dictates, and he's becoming a dictator, one of the world's greatest dictators, actually. In fact, and he's just taking over, and he got everybody convinced that Jews was a race, and he turned it into that, and that's why everybody who had a little bit of Jewish blood in them, they died. And if anybody these years say Jews is a race, you're living towards Hitler's story. You know, that's what Hitler says. Hitler said that Jews were a race, and he's the one that made it that way. So, you know. But before that, it was only a religion. Now, so the Holocaust happens, and we go and we're joining in just because of Pearl Harbor. You know, it just happens, and we get murdered on that one beach. I don't remember the name of it. Would you? Do you?
Uh, all I know about Pearl Harbor, it was a surprise attack, and how many people did it kill? I believe was well, the killed about 2,500 people, give or take, and it wounded at least 1,000.
Well, that's crazy.
Mhm. But let's see how much people died in Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombing.
Yeah, I've heard people say that they've met they met Hitler one time like in his eyes and like was gonna shoot him and everything, but they didn't because he was a messenger in World War I. You know, or something like that. A different war that was happening.
Different war, but when that person was about to shoot him, I heard that his life was spared. I'm
Yeah,
not sure if that's a real story.
but all I know is he was a messenger, so he had to run between every little bullet just to send something out, and then like he almost got shot, but the dude let him just be, you know, so he ran back. But then they threw mustard gas, and then that's how he got like this really fat looking face thing going on with the blisters and stuff. And it was awful. And
Yeah, mustard gas is what I believe.
I think that would suck. Like I kind of feel sorry for him for that, but you know, sometimes bad things can cause bad things. You know, Hitler probably became bad when that happened. You know, that's when he was like, we need to rise to power. They ruined my body, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was good at it, you know? He was like, even though he fails art class, he makes this Nazi symbol. And he rises the Nazis. And he was a really powerful man, you know? But we scared him when we took over France and stuff.
Well, no, we didn't take over France. It was the Nazis that were beating the crap out of France, and they surrendered. But what basically happened, I believe, was they needed help. They needed help, and the Russians, we actually
Bonded with?
cooperated with them, and
Yeah.
that created a big.
Oh, I thought, for some reason, like, I thought we took over France or something over there, and then we started, like, taking over toward them. You know, like, or clearing out Nazis by then. We was, like, clearing Nazis all the way down towards them. Dude,
Sided with
I can't understand you. You're turning into a robot on my phone. It's crazy. You're turning into a robot. Your reaction was you sound like a fax machine, dude. Oh, we just got connected again. No, the connection's dying, dude. The connection is dead. Yeah, like oh no, you sound like the Peabody robot or something like that from Portals 2. It's sad. So from World War II, we're gonna move over to the Vietnam War. That's how people like to call it, is Vietnam. All I know is the Vietnam War. Well, what I knew about it is that it was a very like sad war. Like first off, I've seen like there's pictures of the war and there's like grass like above their like heads almost, and it's like awful. You can't see a thing, and I heard there's traps like everywhere, so you're scared to run, and we practically forfeited because they was doing like a extreme guerrilla
Yeah.
warfare. That's what I've heard.
Um. Steve, what happened? Let's see about the Vietnam War. I'm still trying to get some facts in my head about it. Uh, let's see. Alright, about 536,100 people were sent to Vietnam, give or take. And how many lives were claimed by American by the Vietnamese to the American soldiers were it was 58,020,
Oh.
and the oldest man that was killed in the war was actually 62.
Huh.
And let's see,
Oh, I know something about the Vietnam War.
um,
Well, the Vietnam War actually was taking part for a while, actually, before we joined in. But before we joined in, the battle was between North and South Vietnam, and they was always battling about communism. And John F. Kennedy said, like, if Japan was to take communism
yeah,
and Japan was to fail, then they would have to follow towards him because of something. I don't know. It was something like that, you know. But it was like a because they would like he was right about capitalism.
the north
It
side was
works.
communist, and
Uh,
north side of Vietnam was communist, and south side was democratic.
Apparently, 500,000 out of 3 million people in the Vietnam War ended up with PTSD, and then most of every like Vietnam like what would you call it, veteran or something? Vietnam man in the army or whatever.
Yes, veterans.
They would end up
Yeah,
with like
veterans.
high alcohol problems, drug addictions, suicidal thoughts, and stuff like that. And I know that had to be deep. You know, you're already traumatized after
Tragic.
war.
Hmm.
So that was a pretty crazy fact that I read online today. That was pretty interesting. I was like, whoa,
And
that must suck.
um, uh, let's see what else here. Hold on.
Well,
All right, let's think about some facts.
okay.
Wait,
Well, yeah. So the Vietnam War was pretty much
Vietnam.
based on communism. That's pretty much it. Like the communism and the capitalism was fighting, and I think capitalism wins, but not the war. They win in a way because communism dies. Because communism never really ever works. I think communism can work, but not in like money situation and stuff. But like communism and like social, like like everybody deserves to speak. Like that makes more sense. Everybody deserves to.
I'm pretty sure that's what the
Everybody's pretty much equal.
wait. Is that speak? Pretty sure that's what the First Amendment is for.
Yeah, but like capitalism and money wise and economy and like yeah, capitalism is the only way you can go because like nobody's gonna work a job at like if you're gonna only get paid like $7 an hour as a doctor, but this dude's getting paid $7 an hour working in a fast food restaurant, and it's like, dude, fast food seems easier, or something. You train your whole life to be a doctor.
Well, actually,
Well, actually,
well, there was actually like a freaking strike when people went to obtain $15 an hour for working at McDonald's, and I believe that was a bunch of bull crap because like let's just talk EMTs. EMTs sometimes don't even get that sort of money. That's what's crazy, and they believe that just by flipping burgers they need to obtain more funding? No, I don't think so. That's just dumb in my opinion.
Yeah. So yeah, war is crazy. War never changes. That's Fallout. But triangle trade. We need to get up on this topic. This is the next thing, and then after this we talk about games. So the triangle trade. From what I remember, triangle trade was from uh our place down to Spain to New World, then back, and I mean not New World, but the Europe and all that kind of stuff, Africa, and it would be literally like it'd be like us, and then we'd be like, yo, if we could bring rice down to Spain, we can get beer, and then we can get beer, and then go over and get slaves, and then come right back, and we'll make money off of it, you know, and that's how it happened, and it worked, and it was pretty crazy. That's what I remember. That's all I remember about triangle trade. I don't remember anything else.
Well, apparently, alright, well, the triangular trade had three stages. The first of the ports of Liverpool, Bristol, and London were served as trading points in Europe, where the ships were loaded with manufactured goods such as rum, guns, and cloths. But these goods were then transported to the Gold Coast in West Africa. But second, the goods were traded along with enslaved Africans who filled the slave ship. They were either captured within their small villages or brought from the chiefs by the African traders. After walking for miles, they were densely packed inside the ship. And the deaths of slaves were inevitable due to the poor conditions during the Middle Passage. The spread of diseases, starvation, and injuries caused a high death toll among the slaves while in transit going to the West Indies. And the slaves were sold through auctions. Rigid physical examinations was a must in determining the value of each slave. Healthy slaves were sold at a higher price. Then American trade shipped over England with raw materials such as cotton, tobacco, and coffee, ensured to complete the triangular trade.
You know what I heard? I heard black people, you know, like slaves and stuff, when they got their freedom, they was like the second to get voting rights, you know, to vote. Then it was women, and then it was the Native Americans, which I think was stupid because natives owned this land before we did. So
yeah, they were originally here.
Yeah. So we're like, man, isn't white people dumb too? Like honestly, like everybody's dumb, really, and like, but still. It's just crazy. Natives are really just following their thing, you know. Hey, we should give because what we give is, you know, giving, and that's part of the kind of like thing, you know. And that's really nice of them. That's really nice of them. But we treat them like garbage because of it. And it's like, what the heck? Just because they're different don't mean anything, and yet they get the last like voting privilege.
They gave us a lot, and we just basically screwed them over. Like, we started getting on blankets with smallpox and everything like that.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna get to games, and I'm gonna take a shot of some ghost pepper for this. Oh boy, I can't wait to just cry while I'm doing this. So, I've already took a good old sip of ghost pepper before. It's the hot sauce, and I was crying when making the video. It's a video, guys. It's a video. I just hadn't posted it yet. I literally take every little challenge of hot sauce that I have, and last one's ghost pepper. To see if and like review every game I possibly can after taking a little shot, and I was dying. I was like, this is for you, Vernon Shaw. You need to be on my channel. Maybe one day he'll be on my podcast. That'll be so cool. He's already on Super Mega, you know, the dude who made Hot Pepper Gaming. So
Yeah, yeah.
so to tribute to him again, except for on a podcast, I'm doing this amazing ghost pepper shot while talking about Sonic changes versus Mario changes. So let's get this. Okay, guys, let's go. Oh, oh my God. Whew. That's hot. Whew. My
I
throat
can't even
hurts.
see this, but I can think this is gonna be hilarious.
I'm crying already. The Sonic's changes compared to the Mario changes, in my opinion, is way different. So, oh my God. So you want to take Mario changes compared to Sonic, or do you want me to take Sonic and you take Mario? Oh God, I'm crying.
I I'll take Mario.
Okay, so Sonic, in my opinion, is going downhill compared to Mario. Sonic, I mean Sonic Forces I heard was alright, but most of Sonic has went down. When it started, it was one of the most amazing platformers ever. Even though it's like a rip off of Mario, uh, it's not. But oh my God, my mouth. When we, I'm so burnt up. Oh my God. Whew. Hey, so in my opinion, Sonic has went downhill, and it came from a good platformer to really bad, where you only gotta tap A. But when it started, it was like, hey, you gotta tap X, and you gotta make sure you land on somebody or roll onto somebody. And sometimes you can't even roll into them. Well, now you just gotta do is tap A. But there's some of them it was alright, like Sonic 06. No, I'm joking. I think Sonic 06 was trash. But I still loved it because it was my childhood. I played it a lot. Oh my God. I'm dying. Oh. Whew. I have tears rolling. Sonic is has went downhill. Sonic Forces, it looks alright. You can actually attack and stuff with some other weapon instead of just tapping A. Oh. The Sonic Boom has finally made their mistake. When they made Sonic Boom, it was like Sonic 06 actually became better. Just Sonic Boom, you just have to tap A, then press start, then tap A again, and then you just continue. Oh my God. My lips. Sonic was a really incredible game, and it went to trash. I don't know where it went. It just then they started making really bad cartoons. It started off, I heard it was alright cartoons. There's more comics and stuff. It was better, but the cartoon now I think is trash. Now, tell me about Mario.
A little bit of change. Um, uh, well, Mario, I suppose it's growing bigger with fame by the minute because they always seem to have new ideas, and generally with all the games, I don't really see the need for changes because, well, I can't really say that because I don't even play the ones. I just usually play the old school Nintendo ones, and
Yeah.
honestly, I don't even play the new Wii Mario games like that. I just listen to the originals because I can't even I don't focus on the new Mario games really. So I can't really tell much that it evoluted highly or not. But all I know is that it's a really good game series, and but I'm pretty sure you can let me on how it changed because I'm not really quite sure how I can explain it.
In my opinion, Mario came from a jumping man to a throwing a hat man, but yeah, Odyssey looks really good compared to the other ones I saw. The first few is really good. Then it went to trash a little bit. And then Odyssey came out, and Odyssey is actually really good looking and stuff. And it looks like it plays fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dying. So yeah, uh, I guess we could talk about Grand Theft Auto now. Grand Theft Auto's changes.
Yeah.
That's kind of odd, just randomly, but oh my lord, Grand Theft Auto. I think Grand Theft Auto started off actually really well. I like Grand Theft Auto 1, but it's gotten better over the years, except for Grand Theft Auto 5 has kind of like died out.
Yeah, I really did too. I recently got the deluxe edition on PS4 the other day, and I haven't got to it, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be playing it tonight.
I know Grand Theft Auto 3 is what started us to having this amazing Grand Theft Auto 5 and stuff. Because Grand Theft Auto 3 was our first Grand Theft Auto that was 3D. And it's funny, because you can play it like the first one, or you can play it in third person.
Third person view, I'm not too crazy about because I actually need to see my entire surroundings from the back in GTA 5. And, also the movement when it comes to the third person shooter view, it's kind of a little confusing because whenever you're running, it tilts the camera too much.
Are you talking about, you mean first person?
That's something I can never get used to.
Do you mean first person?
Oh, jeez. I always get those.
Yeah, first person sucks in Grand Theft Auto, dude. They should never put first person in Grand Theft Auto. I hate when you fall. I hate when you fall from the height and you roll. You have to see the roll and it looks like trash.
Yeah, like sometimes real life physics when it comes to game, like through a person's eyes, sometimes that shouldn't just be on a game.
Yeah, dude, check me out. I'm in first person in Grand Theft Auto, a game that you probably don't need it for. Well, I mean, I guess it's alright since they added scopes, Because, like, the scope on assault rifle you couldn't even use in third person, but, you can use it in first person.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I used to have a lot of hours in Grand Theft Auto 5. I used to play it on PS3 all the time, and I had like crap going, and I always bought an assault rifle when I had enough money, and then I would upgrade the assault rifle because that's what I always used. And I'm talking about like assault rifle. I'm not talking about like the M16 or something like special carbine. It's always the same stuff. Sorry, I got messages. Everybody had to hear the ba-doo doo doo doo. Well, yeah, I think Grand Theft Auto was really fun. First, third, Vice City, San Andreas. I like all of them. I just haven't played the second.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't remember the PSP ones either, though, and the Game Boy. The Game Boy I heard was really awful.
The Game Boy? Oh, dear God.
Dude, they should have came out with one on the Nintendo 64. I wanted to see that. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
That reminds me of something. Earthbound? The game Earthbound?
Yeah.
For the Super Nintendo. The first one, which is called Mother, 1, it came out in Japan and never was released into America until they came out with a game for the DS or something like that, and it had both on it, so you can play them both. And Earthbound is one of my favorite games for Super Nintendo. I will play it all day, dude. I love Earthbound. Oh my God, excuse me. Earthbound is sweet. And then the next one, which is called Mother 3, it was supposed to come out on the Nintendo 64, believe it or not.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to come out on the N64, but they did not come out on the N64 because that was too much programming and it did not go out well. So it actually.
Well, I hear about something. I believe that they're gonna make a Nintendo 64 Classic Edition.
Dude, that would be kind of cool as long as they have some good games on it.
I believe some leaked a picture I saw it, and I'm not sure if it's real or not. I might have to check my sources, but if they make a Nintendo 64, if
Classic.
they make a Nintendo 64 Classic, yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
I
And
mean,
I
they
believe due to the HDMI cords that apparently says it's gonna have, the game resolution will be a lot better than what it was back in the 90s.
yeah. I'm glad that they released a PlayStation Classic. There's a lot of garbage talk about it and stuff, but I think it's all right actually, because I mean, you have Grand Theft Auto the first, Resident Evil Director's Cut. You'll have Final Fantasy VII. Um, yeah, but you have some pretty good games on it actually. But thing is, they don't have Crash or Spyro, which is one of the best games for PS1. And I think that's garbage that they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Especially Crash Bandicoot, since it was the first game for the PlayStation 1. You know?
Yep.
But let's talk about Dark Souls. I don't have a lot to talk about on it because I've barely played it. But I have played Bloodborne, so I can talk about Bloodborne at the same time. But right now, I've been playing Dark Souls on my laptop. Actually, I bought it, and my laptop barely can run it. It lags. It's like awful. But I have a new laptop, and it's a gaming laptop, but I cannot run it very well. DS Fix won't run on it. I don't know why. It's trash. It's like sad. Not the laptop. I'm talking about like the game. It's trash if you with DS Fix right now. I can't run it, but I can run it without DS Fix. All right, but it has a lag in it. So when I get the Blighttown, it's gonna be over with. I'm trash at the game. I'm real trash. I haven't made it far at all. I have a Pyromancer, and that's supposed to be like a really strong class, but yet I'm stuck at Gargles, and my cousin was like 20 times farther than I am, and I was like, how did you make it there? And he's like, no, it's not hard. And he's like, you're at the beginning, dude, with Gargles. He's like, isn't that, like, he's like, that's actually kind of easy. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, the sun dude's supposed to help you, whatever his name is, Helios or something. I was like, I'm stuck on Dark Souls. It's hard.
How hard is it? Because I've never actually tried it completely out before. All I have seen is like videos on it.
Oh, yeah, Dark Souls 1 is really hard, but you can like walk behind people and backstab them easily. I heard Remastered was not a success. That's what I've heard. Uh, Dark Souls 3, my cousin has told me, he says, the game is cool, it's a little fun, he said, but the problem is with Dark Souls 3 is there's infinite roll, so all you gotta do is roll with low armor, and you'll never get hit. And he says he made it to like the third boss without getting killed. And I literally like sat there and was like, if you can make it that far, Dark Souls 3 just rolling, there must be something wrong with that game. I was like, they probably need to fix that. I was like, there's stamina in all of them, but Dark Souls 3. I mean, there is stamina, but like it doesn't. I guess like your stamina goes all the way down, but you can still roll, so you'll be fine. But like, that's not how it is in Bloodborne. I I beat Bloodborne. I really enjoyed Bloodborne too, though. I mean itself, and like I remember like when I started it off, I was trash. I had no idea what to do. I was so confused by every enemy in Bloodborne. It was actually a really amazing experience to beat it.
Um, uh, well, about Bloodborne, I can't really put my finger on what I remember. I remember something very specific of Bloodborne. Uh,
There's some crazy monsters
I
in it.
can't remember.
There's this moon monster. I hate him so much. This is monster from the moon, and he comes down and like destroys
Yeah.
you. And like his weakness is electricity, but I could not kill him. He's like really hard. I already knew his weakness was electricity when I hit him with the electric bolt. And I was like, oh. So then had this one like thing I got off of an enemy. It was the bolt staff thing, and I just kept hitting him with it until he died. And I got lucky and won. Uh, After that, you're
Uh,
actually like right at the end of the game, and it's pretty like it's kind of like it's like a long game but short at the same time.
I know how that is. Like whenever you play a game, like once it starts to turn shorter and shorter whenever you try to play it again.
Oh, actually, recently I played Undertale. I only played it because I was bored, and I continued to play it. I beat Genocide twice in like a day, and honestly, the game, as what I realized, is how it was actually really short. But I remember like when I played it the first and second time, it took me forever. But now that I played it like three, I beat it in genocide mode twice in one day. That's like sad how fast that is.
Um, uh, well, I actually started playing God of War again on PS4. My father recently downloaded on the PS4 God of War 3, the remastered, and I forgot how great it was, and I'm very happy of
Yeah.
that gift. It's really nice. It's finally happening again. Like I finally got that nostalgic feeling of playing God of War once again, and I've also started playing the new God of War recently. I am like a quarter of a way past through the game, and it's quite amazing so far. The animations are fantastic. The storyline is amazing. It's different. It's more colorful, and it actually has a really cool purpose, like side missions and everything like that.
Have you Oh, I'm actually. Let me go for a second. I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Uh,
So, I was gonna say, have you played the new Smash Ultimate?
no, but I actually have been wanting to. It looks very, very fun.
Yeah, it's amazing actually. I played it, and I really do think that this one actually has potential, unlike Smash 3 and Smash 4. Because
Yeah,
when I play Smash 3, I don't like I enjoy it a little bit, but I mean like at the same time it's like no competition and it's not fun at all because you can't actually be competitive. It's really easy for me to play too. Like I played like Lucas against two people and won, and I was like, that's sad. Like I'm not even amazing at this game, and I can beat people with Lucas. Um, yeah, but Smash Four, yeah, I sucked at Smash Four, but still, there was a little competition there. But it's, in my opinion, not as fun as Ultimate. Because like Ultimate, there was combos, and every hit actually like counts in the game pretty well. You can knock people out very easily. It feels better.
hold on, I'll be right back. Be right back. I gotta go attend to something important. I'll be right back.
All right. Whoa, isn't this an amazing podcast? Am I right? Okay. But yeah. I know it's just me right now, but the Super Smash is an incredible game. Uh, like okay, I wasn't just planning on talking about Ultimate. Like my favorite one is 64. That's kind of sad because like most people say, man, you're downgrading, but Smash 64 is my favorite one. I love the way it plays. I like how slow it's like and how you attack and stuff. It feels more comfortable with me. Like I enjoy it. Like I like playing any character in it and everything. Uh, I got Smash Melee. Like I love Smash Melee competitively. When I play against people, I enjoy it like a lot. But at the same time, I don't like it. Like I like it better, of course, than 3 and 4. And like yeah, but like maybe Ultimate. I don't know. Like I do kind of, but Smash 64 is my favorite. It really is. And Smash Melee, I play Yoshi, and I'm like, I'm trying to be incredible with Yoshi, but I'm not yet. People do say I'm actually good with Yoshi though. At least, I can't play any other character, which is sad. I've been working on other characters then and there, but not as much as I work on my Yoshi. Like I worked on my
I
Marth.
gotta admit, I'm pretty good at Smash, but and I honestly didn't think this would actually happen. I invited my girlfriend to play Smash Brothers with me, and and just for the hell of it, I didn't know what I was thinking. I was deciding to play as Princess Peach, and she defeated me with Yoshi, and holy crap, it was the biggest bit of embarrassment I've ever had in a video game.
You wait.
It
Which
was
one is this?
bad.
Which one is this one?
I played I played Brawl with my girlfriend, and
Okay, that's
I
different. Okay, I was gonna say if you're saying Melee, I'll be a little disappointed because Peach is supposed to be one of the good characters in Melee, and Brawl she's one of the mid
yeah,
tier I
but
think or something. So it's like oof.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, Melee she's only a top tier because of Armada teaching you how good she is. Armada's good. Like he's really good. He plays Peach all the time, and then he plays Fox. But like he plays an amazing Peach. I'll tell you that.
yeah.
So New Year's, since New Year's is just around the corner, that will be tomorrow, judging by the videos posting. So tomorrow it's New Year's Eve, and when New Year's comes, what is your New Year's resolution? Leave it in the comment section below.
Um,
Anyways,
I'm pretty sure my resolution. I can't really think of anything actually. I think I'm gonna start helping around my friends more. Because
my New Year's.
maintain their
Okay.
um
No,
everyone wants to maintain their purpose whenever it comes to their friends and everything like that. Their purpose for their happiness, and I really want to cater to that happiness for them, and so I'll be around more. Is what I'm trying
Okay. Well, my New Year's resolution really is to continue podcasting and try to keep it going like almost every week. If I can't do it every week, at least a post every week. You know what I mean? Because I want to just keep this going on YouTube. And then podcasting is fun, dude. And this is like my new like I don't know how this is gonna solve anything. Because doesn't resolution mean fix something? Change. I'm pretty much changing something, but I'm not fixing anything with it. So anyways, it'd just be nice, maybe have a lot of fun and resolution as my New Year's resolution. Just be who I am and respect myself somehow. I mean, how do you respect yourself very well? It's hard, I know, but I'm gonna try. But yeah, that's my New Year's resolution. So my next question is,
That's really
what
good.
is this next year gonna be? Of course, 2019. Ha ha ha! Thanks, people. It's just being such selfish, dumb, stupid idiots. I'm just playing with y'all. I love y'all. But honestly, like, what is next year gonna be like? Is it gonna get better, or is it just gonna go downhill? I mean, I heard there's some like
Well,
really cool things coming next year.
it may be considered cool for different people, but in my perspective, I believe people's like, oh, let's see, people have been complaining more and more each year. Uh, but I think things probably might get worse because
Yeah.
in a 3 year span that I've noticed people like turning into complete idiots. I believe it's just only going to get worse, and people's feelings about people's feelings about living life to the fullest, and they always bring political stuff with it. I believe
Yeah.
that people are just gonna just continue to go down the shitter. If you catch my drift.
Yeah. Well, we'll end up destroying humanity, and a Terminator will come back and try to fix something. That's what's gonna happen.
I believe Earth is gonna be destroyed within the next 40 years.
I think we'll be destroyed next year. Watch, like it's gonna be awful. Every year is getting awful, but at the same time, some new stuff that's actually cool comes out too. Though, like for those Splunky fans, Splunky 2 is coming out next year. Yeah, yeah, you heard me. Splunky 2. I can't wait actually, cause I'm not crazy about Splunky. I just like to play it there. It's actually kind of fun. Like, but Splunky 2 is coming out, and that's gonna be really cool. But I just have this one question: are they gonna make Dark Souls 2 remastered on the Nintendo Switch? Come on, guys. We all know it has to come out. That would suck. I heard Fortnite was really hard to play on Nintendo Switch because that actually exists.
I'm honestly not too crazy about Fortnite.
I okay. I'm not, but I used to. Like I ain't gonna lie, I used to. But that's when it was good. Okay, like I did it during season 3. That's when I first played it, and when it had an update and went to season 4, that's when I quit. I didn't play ever again. Like I quit right there. I didn't even play season 4. Like I actually didn't. I don't play it. I quit right there. I enjoyed Fortnite then though. I did. I actually have a video on my PlayStation. I might post it on my other account because it's freaking hilarious. It had me like laughing so freaking hard because there's so much stupid things that's in the video, and it's season 3, and I'm like, it's funny. But another question is memes gonna go downhill next year? Probably. They went downhill this
um,
year.
Probably because this year some memes were funny, but I can't even go on without finding some meme crap. Like
You turned into
every
a
time I go
robot.
on there, and like back when I first got,
You turned into a
back when I
robot
first Instagram, every
for a
is
while.
it getting any better?
Yeah, it's better. Trust me. It's my bad. I was
All
like,
right, there we go. Because when I first got Instagram, every bit of the memes were hilarious and astounding, but the now recently, since I got on it, it's terrible.
I think they reuse memes too
Okay.
much. Like I hate
Yeah,
those memes. There's like a kid screaming, and it's like, dude, we've heard it like 1,000 times. Change it to something else, please. And then all of a sudden, like older vines would
like use
comment
some
again, and it's
originality,
like
man.
people start saying 21 again, and it's like, no, no, and they're like 21. And I'm like,
Like what? Oh, yeah, I actually heard that 21 kid. You think I think he killed himself. I think he did.
I don't know. Almost everybody kills themselves in these years. Uh, you know what? Humanity is against itself. Like people don't fight each other; they fight themselves anymore. Like there's no war between people and other people. It's just them.
Uh, they just fight themselves in the inside. They don't know what to think. Honestly, they don't know how to think straight.
So the next thing on my list is speed runs. I guess we can have like a little talk about it because I think I only got like 10 minutes, maybe 20. Um, so what I was gonna say about speedrunning. Speedrunning is so amazing, but I do not understand how people can go so long on them. Like I've seen there's 100% speedruns that people play for like 10 hours or something, and like Pokemon Stadium speedrun. That
Yeah,
is long as crap.
I know, wait, well, like, hold on, that's the other question. Why do they have that much time on their hands?
Yeah, I know. Like, hey, I'm gonna spend my whole day out, the day that I'm off work, to play Skyrim for 28 hours to speed run all achievements. And it's like,
Like,
okay.
they're gonna think, then they get that one epiphany, like,
I mean, that is really cool. Like,
why?
I really think that's cool. That's really cool that they throw themselves out there and do what they want. You know, that they if they think it's fun, then that's cool. But when you spend that much time, that's a really unhealthy. But that's you, you know, that's you. But I like to stick to the shorter ones, like Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and Mario 64. That right there is some
Yeah.
beautiful stuff.
Hmm.
I like how speedruns has changed a lot though. Like speedruns for like older games is like really short, but these newer games is like really long. Well, some of them are really short, not a lot. Like Fallout series, it came from the first one being like 10 minutes long, maybe 20 minutes, to the newer one, which is like the fourth and whatever, and you can speed run it in like 2 hours, maybe four, while like Fallout 3 or something was like an hour. No. The Fallout 3 was like 15 minutes because people ran really fast through walls and stuff. And it was weird. I
Well,
actually I'm trying to speedrun Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I'm actually getting somewhere in it.
how long?
I'm not like really good at it yet. No, I have not actually finished a speed run. I've only made it halfway. I've made it to the Deku tree, and then I make it inside the Deku tree, and that's where I stop at every time because I've been only working on the beginning part where you can get outside of the map and go get all the coins. And then you have to wall off your way to a city, then destroy boxes for chickens, get the chickens and get the bottle, then go back and get
Yeah.
bugs. It's just a crazy process, but this is what I've learned from the internet. It's pretty cool. I've made it all right, you know. But dang, I like short ones like that though. Mario 64 is really short. I haven't sped run Mario 64. If I do, it's like 40 minutes long. I'll tell you that. Maybe even an hour. Uh, I tried to outspeed run somebody from Mario 64 and Banjo Kazooie. Like I played Banjo Kazooie and they played Mario 64, and it was a 70 puzzle, 70 star race, and I was getting puzzle pieces like crazy, and this dude was getting stars like crazy. But we was always equal. We always was equal with stars and puzzle pieces, and I I get like to 50 puzzle pieces and I mess up, and he gets to like 50 puzzle pieces and messes up. But he gets so mad, he's like, I ain't even gonna try to continue. He's like, that right there sucks. Okay, and he cuts it off and he doesn't play. I was like, my speed run won. Oh, I got in a speed run race of Skyrim. I won on that too. That was only reason why I won is because the dude that was speed run racing didn't know about the horse, how you can grab a horse and literally run up the mountain to Hyrule, or what I meant Hyrule, up to the Greybeards. You can literally just jump all the way up there with a horse, and it's so funny because you like kind of like really fast, like speed up. But he didn't know about that, so I was ahead of him all because of that,
Yeah.
and I won. And it was really fun. It was just so fun to speedrun Skyrim like that.
Yeah. What I really love about Skyrim is pissing off the trolls. Well, no, not the trolls, the giants. The giants.
Yeah, giants are funny, dude. When they hit you, you just like bounce up and you're like really far up.
Yeah, I always thought that was a glitch. Like whenever your character just flies up in the air due to being hit, I always thought that was a glitch. Like, what's the point of flying in the air after you get hit by their club?
Uh, the Elder Scrolls 5, you know, Skyrim has changed so much compared to the first. Like the first one was literally like you had to point and click, and like it was the only way you can turn and look up, like move up and stuff. And it's all right. Like I'm not crazy about Arena though. Then there's the second one, which is Daggerfall, which you can change to the moderate controls, which is so cool. Um, I love playing it, but at the same time I don't because it's a really confusing game, just like Morrowind is to me. Because Morrowind's really fun, but it's confusing and it takes a long time to play it because all the like speed on your character is normally slow. It's sad. I could not play it. I was like dying playing it because it takes so long. But yet, a speedrun of Morrowind is insane. Just like Skyrim, because if you see a Skyrim one, people like lay a horse on a rock and then save, and then load that save, and then they teleport to a place, and it's like whoa. But like but in Morrowind, you just gotta go with the mage, and then you had to build your own thing, like your own magic thing, and then you use it to fly all the way across from one map to the other, and then you go in, and then you kill this dude, and you win. And it's just that fast. It's like 13 minutes long, and it's like, whoa, how did you even do that? Morrowind's supposed to be one of the longest games. It's just insane. So, is there anything
I think Skyrim is too.
you think Skyrim's amazing?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm actually getting it soon for the PS4.
Oh, I don't like how much Skyrims it came out. Because it was like Skyrim, then there was Skyrim Legendary Edition, then there was Skyrim Special Edition, and then there's Skyrim, like, Nintendo Switch Edition, and then there was finally Skyrim, the, Alexa, Skyrim. I just don't like how crazy that went. The next is very special, I guess. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not crazy about Skyrim, but it is a very fun game to play with somebody. Like if somebody's playing it, it's fun to play as well. Well, is there anything you want to say? Well, this is pretty much the end of the podcast. We had a really good talk here because we finally had some topics. So here we go, guys. We made up some topics. Haha. So, anything you want to say before I let this go?
Uh, no, I'm done.
Okay, well, this is brought to you part by McDonald's. We're McLoving it. Well, thanks for listening for who knows what.